This is your City Line station, WHP-TV.
This is the Jeopardy! $100,000 Tournament of Champions. Now entering the studio are three of last year's champions. A forensic toxicologist and winner of last year's senior tournament, Peggy Kennedy, whose cash winnings total $25,000. A minister and writer from Rohnert Park, California, Michael Franken, whose winnings total $52,098. And an economist originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Stephen Hopper, who has won $55,600. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, John. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, folks. And welcome again to another of our quarterfinal matches in the $100,000 Tournament of Champions. Now that the elections are out of the way, we can all concentrate on this contest. We're happy to welcome back these three contestants, Peggy particularly, our seniors champion last year. Good luck to you. And to Michael and Stephen. We've already got two automatic semifinalists set up for next week. Let's see at the end of this half hour who emerges as the winner. We'll put the board in motion, and I'm going to remind you, as I always do, about the one daily double somewhere in one of these categories. 4 words. 4 is in quotation marks. You know what that means. Movie trivia is next. Potent potables. Names in the news. The Revolutionary War, and hair care. Stephen, you get to select first.
How about 4 words for 100, please?
The answer is, very brief clue, 50 cents. Stephen?
What is 4 bits?
That's it.
4 words for 200.
King, 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 or 3, 3, 3, 3, for example. Stephen?
What's 4 of a kind?
That's right.
4 words for 300.
An auto worker on the night shift might install this shift. Michael?
What is a 4-speed?
4-speed or 4 on the floor? You got it.
4 words for 400.
Sweet Adeline, sung by a barbershop quartet, features a blend of melody lines described as this. Stephen?
What is 4-part harmony?
Correct.
4 words for 500.
A necktie tied a certain way, or a horse-drawn vehicle driven by one person. Peggy?
What's a 4 in hand?
That's good for $500 and control of the board. You select.
Potent potables for 100.
The first clue there is a fifth equals about 1/5 of this. Stephen?
What is a quart?
No, sorry. Peggy?
What is a gallon?
What is a gallon? 1/5 of a gallon, right.
Potent potables for 200.
Claiming the U.S. creation of this Gaelic drink, San Francisco's Buena Vista Cafe sells some 2,200 cups daily. Peggy?
What's Irish coffee?
You got it. Go again.
Potent potables for 300.
This strong, dark type of beer takes its name from Einbeck, Germany, where it was first made. Peggy?
What's Bock beer?
Right again.
Potent potables for 400.
It's usually made with bourbon, sugar, mint, and crushed ice. Peggy?
What's a mint julep?
Yes, and
Potent potables for 500.
whiskey sours and daiquiris are similar, except the daiquiris contain this instead of whiskey. Peggy?
What's rum?
Peggy, why did you do so well in this potent potable category? Are you telling us something about your past? I hope not.
My misspent past, of course.
I understand. All right, you get to select again.
Hair care for 100, please.
The answer is, as a dessert, it can add weight to your body. As a styling product, it can add body to your hair. Stephen?
What is mousse?
Right.
How about the Revolutionary War for 100, please?
First clue there. A statue in New York of this leader was toppled and later melted into American bullets. Stephen?
Who was George III?
That is right.
The Revolutionary War for 200, please.
Washington attempted to kidnap this man and have him returned to the U.S. forces for execution. Peggy?
Who is Benedict Arnold?
That is right.
Revolutionary War for 300.
The first page of this 1776 pamphlet reads, "Government, even in its best state, is but a necessary evil." Michael?
What is common sense?
Common sense gives you $300, doubles your score to 600, and takes us to our first commercial break. We're going to pause right now. We'll return with more following this.
Someone is finally listening to me.
The Psycho Roundtable. Listening better.
The fact that you listen proves you're a good heating oil company.
So we can serve you better.
Tell me more. I'm all ears.
Listening has made us an even better heating oil company.
I've got an idea.
Yeah, that'll work. If Psycho listens better to serve you better, Why in the world would you go anywhere else? Call Psycho.
Pepperidge Farm's new hot fudge brownie. It's just a single serving, but with all this rich chocolate and marshmallow sauce, you almost want to share it. Nah. Pepperidge Farm's new strawberry cheesecake. It's just a single serving, so you feel kind of guilty enjoying all the creamy cheesecake and strawberries by yourself, but you'll get over it.
It happened after the prom. Hey, and check out the girl in blue. The attack of the taco.
Whoa!
Oh, no. All over the rented shirt. Next day, Mom is steamed.
Taco sauce is dried into the pleat.
And my luck, she's out of her liquid stuff. I run out for some, but get the wrong stuff.
Right stuff. Liquid Tide gets out lots of dried-in stains other liquids can't.
Well, guess what? The stuff works.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide.
General Computer Centers where quality costs less. Hewlett-Packard printers are on sale at General Computer. Buy the DeskJet right now for under $800 and trade in your old printer for a new DeskJet and receive a $100 check from Hewlett-Packard. Or choose the ScanJet and qualify for a $250 rebate. Hewlett-Packard has sold over 1 million LaserJet 2 printers and is proud to introduce the revolutionary LaserJet 2D printer, which prints both sides of a sheet automatically. Priced right at General Computer.
The first player we introduced for this quarterfinal match is the winner of last year's seniors tournament, Peggy Kennedy, a forensic toxicologist at the New York State Police Crime Laboratory. Peggy, one of the great things about our tournaments, as you know, is that you get to be in the company of 14 other people for a few days. Have you managed to stay in touch with some of the people you competed against in the seniors?
Yes, I'm in touch and correspondence with Louise Dice, who was good enough to send me a message of encouragement yesterday for this show.
What did she say?
She said, good luck and God bless you.
Okay, well, that's enough. And obviously it's working with your skills. You've got $2,200 in the lead at this point. Keep it going.
It's a good start.
Yeah. Michael Rankins from Rohnert Park, California. Minister and writer. And the writing part is very important for our purposes because you mentioned that you were working on the great American novel. You've had a few more months to work on it and a lot more cash. Have you gotten any closer?
I am indeed, Alex. In fact, I'm taking a leave of absence from the work that I had been doing to try and get down to those last few chapters and get it brushed up for completion, and it's just about there.
All right, well, we'll look forward to having it published and picking it up on the stands at the bookstores. Stephen Popper from Minneapolis, Minnesota, an economist who won $55,600 with us. And you've kept up you were once a welder, am I right?
Once upon a time.
And you still got that certificate in case anything goes wrong?
If anything goes wrong, it's good
in
to
your
have a
current
trade.
line of work, you're ready for welding.
One never knows.
All right, yes, indeed. Okay, let's go back to work. Michael, you gave us the last correct question, so you will select.
Movie trivia for 100, please,
The
Alex.
answer is, Woody Allen's first line in this film is Chapter 1. He adored New York City. He idolized it. Stephen?
What is Manhattan?
Right.
Revolutionary War for 400, please.
The answer there. This March 1770 event began with a group of rowdies hurling insults and snowballs at British soldiers. Michael?
What was the Boston Tea Party?
No. Stephen?
What was the Boston Massacre?
Boston Massacre. That's the right response.
Revolutionary War for 500, please.
This Philadelphia building hosted the first Continental Congress, though delegates didn't carry hammers. Stephen?
What was Carpenter's Hall?
Right.
Movie trivia for 200, please.
In The Wizard of Oz, she was the first character to wear the ruby slippers. Stephen?
Oh, who was the Wicked Witch of the West?
No. Michael or Peggy? Michael?
Who was the Witch of the North?
No. Peggy?
Who was the Wicked Witch of the East?
The East, yes. The East and West were the bad ones. You select, Peggy.
Names in the news for 100.
After he moves out of his office on Pennsylvania Avenue, he'll rent an office in Los Angeles. Peggy?
Who is Reagan?
Yes.
Hair care for 200.
Answer. Style in which hair is rolled under at shoulder length, or a young male attendant at a hotel. Michael?
What is a page boy?
Correct.
Movie trivia for 500, please.
Bottom of the column. Marlon Brando and his motorcycle pals ganged up on a small town in this 1954 film. Michael?
What is the Wild Ones?
Right.
Movie trivia for 400, please.
Answer. Though he was best known for directing musicals, the last film he directed was a drama, Star 80. Michael?
Who is Bob Fosse?
Yes?
Movie trivia for 300, please.
The names of these two movie elephants differ by just one letter. Michael?
What are Dumbo and Jumbo?
That's right.
Names in the news for 500, please.
Bottom of that one. In September of 1988, A storm forced his plane to land at Johannesburg, though it wasn't on his itinerary. Michael?
Who's the Pope?
Right.
Names the news for 400, please.
Larry Doyle and Neil Sternecki are reviving this comic strip that Walt Kelly created. Michael?
What is Pogo?
Yes.
Names in the news for 300, please.
This leader of the Yippies in the 1960s recently debuted as a comedian in a New York City club. Michael?
Who is Abby Hoffman?
That's right, also.
Names in the news for 200, please.
Yuri Churbanov, son-in-law of this Soviet leader, was tried for taking bribes. Peggy?
Who is Brezhnev?
Brezhnev is the correct response. 3 more clues to go.
Hair care for 300.
The answer is, in dollars, America's biggest selling shampoo is this one for controlling dandruff. Stephen?
What is Head and Shoulders?
That is it.
Hair care for 400.
You have just found the only daily double in this round. It's an audio. Stephen, you can move into the lead.
Yeah. $100, please.
$100.
Yes.
Not too confident on an audio daily double that has to do with hair. Let me give you the clue first. Hair care item that is mentioned in the following song. Listen.
Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? She moans the whole day long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent.
Stephen?
What is a comb?
I know I
Fine-tooth comb. Right. Nicely done. All right. $100 more. Go again.
All right. Hair care for 500.
Answer. He was flown from London to Hollywood just to cut Mia Farrow's hair for the film Rosemary's Baby. Stephen?
Who is Vidal Sassoon?
That's good for $500 more, and it takes you to $2,500, and we have just $200 separating third from first place right now at the end of the Jeopardy round. We'll verify those scores. We'll be back to start Double Jeopardy right after this.
Your Jeep Eagle dealer answers the question, what is an eagle? How fast do eagles fly? What do eagles share? Now, where do they nest? Just look up, America.
See your Key States Jeep Eagle dealer, where you can expect the best. The sweetness of cherries and apples. The sun-drenched goodness of peaches and apples. The golden glory of pineapples and apples. Brought together like never before. A perfect blend of favorite summer fruits. Fruit and sauce from Lucky Leaf. Because the only thing better than the fresh flavor of one summer fruit is the fresh flavor of 2 summer fruits.
Santa's cookies without Santa's milk. Freshly made dinner rolls without real butter. Home-baked holiday pies without ice cream. Don't forget to put milk and dairy products on your shopping list. 'Cause what would the holidays be without them? Happy holidays from Pennsylvania's dairy farmers.
On our next show, we go on location to Hollywood to look at corporate call girls, sophisticated prostitutes who take top-level power brokers as clients.
I dress very discreetly, carry a briefcase, if people only knew what was in that briefcase. We are high-priced because of our discretion and our talents.
Well, pretty much I fake it.
Corporate call girls on the next Geraldo.
Now at 5 on Channel 21.
Before we get into this Double Jeopardy round, ladies and gentlemen, we have a score correction to announce, and it affects Michael. In the first round, he gave us a response, the movie titled The Wild Ones. I misheard it, but we checked the tape, and you did pluralize it, unfortunately. The correct title of the film is The Wild One, and so that'll deduct $1,000. You're at $1,600 right now as we go into Double Jeopardy. A lot of money available in this round, of course, and those 2 daily doubles. So good luck, players. Here are the dollar figures, and now the categories. Starting off with Africa, followed by missionaries, the stars, children's literature, state postal abbreviations, and finally, historic women. Michael, you now go first because you're in third place.
The stars for 1,000, please, Alex.
For 1,000. This closely spaced group of stars is named after a group of 7 sisters. Peggy.
What are the Pleiades?
Right.
The stars for 200.
Top of the column. This force is so strong in a black hole that it doesn't even allow light to escape. Stephen.
What is gravity?
Right.
The stars for 400, please.
Every second, the sun converts about 4 million tons of this into helium. Michael.
What is hydrogen?
Right.
The stars for 600, please.
No kidding. This star has been described as the nose of the constellation Canis Major. Stephen.
What is Sirius?
Sirius, the dog star. Right.
The stars for 800.
Term for a rapidly spinning neutron star that emits radio waves. Peggy?
What's a pulsar?
Pulsar, that's right, for 800. You select.
Historic women for 200.
In the 1880s, Rosanna McCoy added fuel to her family's feud by falling in love with a man named this. Stephen?
What is Hatfield?
That's right.
Historic women for 400.
Eva Toguri D'Aquino, a California-born UCLA graduate, was known by this nickname during World War II. Stephen?
What is Tokyo Rose?
Yes.
Historic women for 600, please.
She became U.S. ambassador to Italy 18 years after marrying the publisher of Time. Peggy?
Who is Claire Boufflus?
Correct.
Historic women for 800.
This Roman emperor's third wife, Messalina, was messing around, so he had her killed. Stephen?
Who was Claudius?
Correct.
Historic women for 1,000, please.
This American-born saint was a widow with 5 children when she converted to Catholicism. Michael?
Who is Elizabeth Seton?
That is right.
State postal abbreviations for 600, please.
600 is the Daily Double. Well now, Michael, if you feel very confident in your knowledge of state postal abbreviations, you can make this a true Daily Double and wind up in the lead with a correct response.
Let's go with 2,000, Alex.
All right. State postal abbreviations. Here's the clue. This state's postal abbreviation is alphabetically first.
What is Alaska?
For AK. Nicely done. It's not alphabetically first when you name the state. Good. Go again.
State postal abbreviations for 800, please.
They are the 2 states whose postal abbreviations end with the letter C. Michael.
What are North and South Carolina?
Correct.
State postal abbreviations for 1,000, please.
It's the only state whose postal abbreviation is a pronoun. Michael.
What is Maine?
Maine, M-E, me, right.
State postal abbreviations for 400, please.
This postal abbreviation identifies Idaho. Michael.
What is ID?
Right.
State postal abbreviations for 200, please.
Your friendly family physician, or his state postal abbreviation if he lives in Maryland. Peggy.
What is MD?
Correct.
Children's literature for 200.
In Clement Moore's most famous poem, they were hung by the chimney with care. Peggy?
What are the stockings?
Yes, a visit from St. Nicholas. Select.
Children's literature for 400.
He kept his wife in a pumpkin shell. Stephen?
Who was Peter Pumpkin Eater?
Correct.
Africa for 200, please.
Top of that column. If we ever did a starts with RW category, this is the only country you'd find in it. Peggy?
What is Rwanda?
Yes.
Children's literature for 600.
Ward Green's story of the same name inspired this 1955 Disney doggy romance. Peggy?
What's 101 Dalmatians?
No, sorry. Michael or Stephen?
What is The Lady and the Tramp?
That is it.
Africa for 400, please.
Ocean on the Ivory Coast's coast. Stephen?
What is the Atlantic?
That's right.
Africa for 600.
Despite its name, the equator does not run through this African country. Michael?
What is Equatorial Guinea?
Correct.
Children's literature for 800, please.
Near the end of Through the Looking Glass, this queen disappears in a bowl of soup. Stephen?
Who is the White Queen?
Right.
Africa for 800.
The 2 African countries that share land borders with Egypt. Stephen?
What are Libya and the Sudan?
Right again.
Africa for 1,000.
Bottom clue is the other Daily Double. You are just $100 off the lead right now. How much of that? $7,700. You've been doing well in Africa.
Oh, 2,500.
Okay, for 2,500, 10,200 if you are correct. Here is your clue. It has not 1, not 2, but 3 capital cities.
What is Algeria?
No, sorry. Cape Town, Pretoria, Bloemfontein. What is South Africa? All right, that drops you down a bit. You're still in control of the board. Make another selection.
Missionaries for 200.
He was the missionary credited with converting Ireland to Christianity. Stephen?
Who is St. Patrick?
Yes.
Missionaries for 400.
In the 6th century B.C., he sent monks to spread his teachings throughout India. Stephen?
Who was the Buddha?
Yes.
Missionaries for 600.
After the queen of this South Seas island expelled French missionaries, France took over the island. Stephen.
What is Tahiti?
Right again.
Missionaries for 800.
In the 1890s, the missionary party led by Sanford Dole forced this queen to abdicate. Stephen.
Oh, who is the Queen of Hawaii?
More specific. Michael.
Who's Queen Leilani?
Nope. Peggy?
Who's Queen Liliuokalani?
You got it. Liliuokalani for $800. You select.
Children's literature for 1,000.
The answer is, this German studied law, but was more famous for his tales, which inspired an 1881 Offenbach opera. Stephen.
Who is Hoffman?
That is right. Select again.
Missionaries for 1,000.
Last clue in this round. Junipero Serra, who founded all those missions in California, was a member of this order. Peggy?
What are the Franciscans?
Franciscans is the correct response for $1,000 more. And that puts you in second place, Peggy. You trail Michael by just $100. And Stephen's in good shape also with a total of $6,600. A reminder, players, that the winner of this game moves automatically into next week's semifinals. And in addition, we have those 4 open spots for the 4 high scorers among the non-winners in the quarterfinals. So it's very important to consider carefully your wagers for Final Jeopardy. Here is the category. Foreign phrases. Think about it. Make your wagers. We'll be back with a clue right after this.
Do you see rippling wheat, swirling petals, breaking waves? It's the new Kleenex foil box with a beautiful new design and the softest Kleenex tissue ever. See for yourself.
Folks, for dentures that feel fresh as a morning breeze, try my Mint Fresh Polident. It's got a minty mouthwash ingredient, so it freshens up dentures as it cleans tough stains. Try Super Strength Polident Green, the mouth freshening clean. Ah.
Here I got a whole box of Kellogg's Raisin Squares. No salt, no fat. So is that why I'm eating them? No, I gotta eat them because they taste great. Let's face it, I'm a slave to that raisin in the middle. I mean, everybody knows that staying away from salt and fat makes sense for the heart. Now, there's a reason for eating Raisin Squares. But me? No. It's yum, 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 yum. Oh, I wish I'd grow up.
Kellogg's Squares. No salt, no fat. Relax. Enjoy them to your heart's content.
Accommodations for some contestants provided by the Los Angeles Registry, the new luxury hotel overlooking the Universal Studios lot at Universal City.
Pepperidge Farm's new strawberry cheesecake. It's just a single serving, so you'll feel kind of guilty enjoying all the creamy cheesecake and strawberries by yourself, but you'll get over it. Pepperidge Farm's new apple crisp. It's a single serving of fresh apples with a Bordeaux cookie topping. Just enough for one. I like that in a dessert.
Real funny stuff, kids. Real.
Your delivery was awful.
Your timing stinks.
Yeah, well, you've got ring around the collar. Oh, now you're funny. Wardrobe.
What's the problem now?
You didn't use whisk.
Oh?
Francis, powders don't cut it in this business. You gotta use whisk. It cleans ring around the collar and the whole wash.
Pretty versatile performer.
Thanks. And no more ring around the collar? Your timing still stinks.
Whisk, regular or new unscented.
I put it in, I take it out. I put it in, I take it out. Sometimes someone else puts it in. But it's always me who takes it out.
You and your laundry will spend a lot of time together. That's why Silo gives you more washers and dryers to choose from at much lower prices. Silo, because you deserve more.
Save 5 to 50% off everything in the store during Silo's Election Day sale till Thursday.
Welcome back. We're going to have Final Jeopardy in a moment, but we have a score change to announce first. The same attention to detail bug that came up earlier and cost Michael a few dollars has come up to rear its ugly head and defeat Stephen. We've taken $1,200 away from him because he gave us as the title of the book and the film, The Lady and the Tramp, and it was Lady and the Tramp. But the scores are correct. In a moment, players, I'll give you the Final Jeopardy clue. You'll then have 30 seconds in which to write down your question. Be sure you phrase your response properly. Final Jeopardy answer today is this. The Greek expression, philosophy is the guide of life, is abbreviated by these 3 Greek letters. Good luck. Stephen Popper, we're going to begin with you. You had $5,400 going into this final round. What did you put down as your response? What are Phi Beta Kappa? Absolutely right. How much was your wager? Makes you feel good, doesn't it? Whoa, look at that. That'll make you feel good also. 10,800 as you move into the lead in this game. Peggy Kennedy, down to you. You were in second place with 6,900. What was your response? What is Phi Beta Kappa? You are a Phi Beta Kappa as far as I'm concerned. What was your wager? 6,900. That takes you to 13,800. You're in the lead as we go to Michael Block, shaking his head. Why is that? Let's take a look. What are Phi Beta Kappa? All you had to do was risk more than 6,800 in order to qualify automatically as a semifinalist. What was your wager? You're going to make it by $1. 6801 takes you to 13,801. And Michael, you're the semifinalist. But good news for Peggy and for Stephen. With those totals, it's quite possible that both of you will wind up among our high scorers also for next week in those semifinals. So keep your fingers crossed. We have 2 more games, 2 more quarterfinal matches remaining this week. Join us for number 4 tomorrow. So long, everyone. Thank you.
Today's second and third place contestants will receive Panasonic batteries for the performance today's electronics demand. More than ahead of our time, we are the power behind the name, Panasonic batteries. For silky smooth skin, one-touch roll-on waxer long-term hair removal at home with salon-style results from the hair removal specialist Inverness. Mazola No Stick cooking spray is made from Mazola corn oil and has no cholesterol. Cut calories and clean up with No Stick. Delicious Sara Lee and Chef Pierre pies, the best tasting pies you didn't have to make. Sara Lee pies, another good reason nobody doesn't like Sara Lee. When you're looking for menswear of impeccable quality, comfort, and style, you'll find it in Farrah. The well-dressed man is the one who's wearing clothing by Farrah. Durkee Red Hot Sauce. There's a reason why Red Hot is the #1 selling brand of hot sauce, because it adds tang and flavor, not just heat. Color Sense by Ruffy's. Now there's a plastic bag in your choice of today's fashionable colors with matching deodorizing scents. Color Sense from Polytech.
I'm Kathy Riley. A new crime-fighting unit for Splenera Township. The story tonight at 11 on News 21.
This is Johnny Gilbert speaking. Jeopardy is a production of Berg Griffin Enterprises and is distributed by KingWorld.